So this is my room in IIT Kharagpur, from which I have secured a gate rank of 23 and 6 in gate 2026. At the same time, I have secured a CGPA of 9.86, simultaneously GATE and IIT Talker. And believe me, I am not someone like a very talented person, like I am not Einstein. I am a normal student like you. And what I did was I followed a systematic system. I followed a well-built system, and also the most important thing is discipline. But don't worry, I will not tell you that just go and study and study and study. No, I will tell in this video specifically how to follow a well-built system that I followed, and that will also make sure that you are not missing out anything, any enjoyments from your life. Yes, that is possible. But again, we have to integrate that discipline with enjoyment. And let us see that how to do that. So first of all, I think right now you can see my screen. If not now, okay. Now I think you can see my screen. And here you can see that first of all you have the proof, because you need the proof that where is the proof that this system will work for me. So this is the proof, right? First of all, the first thing is finding the intersection between your GATE syllabus and your M.Tech curriculum. What do I mean by that? Okay. For that, I will take an example of my M.Tech. So I did my M.Tech in thermal and fluids. Okay. If you do not know that what thermal fluids is because you are from any other branch, you can assume any other sub branch from your branch. Okay. So the thing is that thermal and fluids will contain only some part in GATE, but it will contain at least 30% to 40% or even 50% in some years. Okay, not 50%, it will contain maybe 30%. Okay. Now, what you have to do is identify the overlapping subjects between GATE and your M.Tech curriculum, and contrary to the so-called advice from your seniors, you have to attend the classes. You have to complete the assignments with extreme care, not by copying, by your effort. So this step is the main step, and why you should do this. First of all, in any autonomous college, the semester questions will be made by the professors who will be teaching you in the class. So if you do the classes, you already know that what is the 20% important part through, from which the questions will come in semester examination. So you don't have to study much before the semester examination. And also in IIT, you have to build fundamentals. So if you do good in class, if you solve the assignments by your own effort, you have that fundamental built for GATE examination also. I always say that if you have the fundamentals, you can crack any examination. So if you go for this approach, you don't have to study the subject for GATE again. Okay. And at the same time, you will be able to build good fundamentals, good knowledge to crack your semester examination. Okay. So additional tip is that if you are going to join M.Tech right now and you are seeing this video, please start brushing up your fundamentals, because in IIT you will not be able to survive without fundamentals. And if you see the GATE examination these days, then the level of question has been raised, and uh, the level of question is such that if you have good fundamentals, then only you can solve those questions in GATE examination. So now in these days, fundamentals are a must. So previously they used to say that in GATE examination you will pass that if you know the formula. Yes, you will pass it, but you will not get a decent rank. So building fundamentals will help you in both cracking GATE and cracking good CGPA in IIT. Okay. Now, handling the remaining syllabus. So, obviously, you have found out the intersection, but that will not contain the whole GATE syllabus. So how to complete the remaining syllabus in this very hectic schedule in IIT? For that, your best friend is the YouTube crash courses made by the coaching centers. I always say that I am not against any coaching center. They are doing beautiful work, but but you have to be aware that from the free materials in YouTube also, you have sufficient material to complete the whole GATE syllabus, and that is what you have to do. Go for only the free YouTube crash course. You don't have the time to go for the full course, and you should apply this approach. That is, for example, if you have a 40 lecture video, then break this 40 lecture video into maybe 40 days. Then you have to see one lecture a day, maybe two lecture a day. And if you are going for a 1 hour lecture and 2x speed, then you will take half an hour per lecture. In 1 hour you can see two lectures from two subjects. Likewise, you can complete two subjects in 40 days. But discipline is the key thing. You have to do it. Okay. Now you see that if you go with the traditional preparation, then in one side you want to do good in GATE examination. So you are trying to go for a full scale GATE examination, trying to go for very deep GATE examination for all the subjects in your branch. In the other hand, you have a very hectic M.Tech. You have labs, you have examination, class tests. You are going to do, sorry. So you are trying to do your 100% in both of these things, and you will find that it is very hard. If you are like me, you will be suffocated. And that is why you are going for this integrated system where you are doing things at one time, but what you are doing is that you are just shooting once and you are hitting two targets. Okay. Now you have to revise also. For revision, you have to make ensure that your practice and revision must happen together. Is that possible? Yes. For that, your best friend is PYQs and test series. Yes, you have to do it. Okay. So, for example, today you are going for a PYQ session, maybe 5 PYQs or 10 PYQs. Tomorrow you are going for a 45-minute test series. Okay. And how can you make sure that you are, revising the things? You have to go for a mistake copy. So, mistake copy is a notebook in which you will note down the mistakes from the test series and the PYQs. Any formula, any concepts that you always tend to forget during appearing for the test series or when you are solving the PYQs. And you have to revise this copy every night before going to bed from start to end. And you don't have to give it so much concentration, so much energy and effort. Just make sure that you are seeing this copy with complete awareness. Okay, so this day I made this mistake. Okay, so this mistake, that mistake. If you do this every day, you don't have to mug up the formulas. Those will automatically embedded into your subconscious mind and brain. Okay. So no other extra material is required beyond your mistake copy for revision. Believe me, for revision, no other extra thing. Because your mistake copy contains the material that you always tend to forget. So those are the things that needs your attention mostly. So you are making sure that you are revising the things which is required, and also you are saving time. Okay. And when you are solving PIQs, that is when you are solving PIQs, don't make it like I have to solve 10 PIQs. I will solve for hour and hour and hour. No, have an alarm clock or have your phone start the clock. You take maybe 50 minutes for 10 PIQs. So exam like time constant, you have to make sure that you are maintaining this while solving any question, while practicing. Okay. Now how to schedule your day? Okay. First of all, don't go for a time-based routine because you cannot do that in IIT. Okay. You have your very hectic days, classes, labs, assignments, all those things you have to manage. So we have a notion that we have to make our day like this. From 7 to 10 I will study this, from 10 to 11 I will study this, that I have to study for 8 hours a day, that is compulsory. No, don't bind yourself, I mean, within the time constraints. Okay, don't do that. Don't don't do that. Okay, and also don't make yourself constrained in a fixed study time and also in a fixed space that I will only study at this time at this space. No, that is actually a good thing, but you cannot do this here. So you have to focus on a goal based routine. And what is that? So you are not focusing that I have to study from 10 to 11. Rather, you are focusing that I have to complete 2 lectures today. You are focusing on I have to complete my assignment today. So you are having 3 goals: 2 lectures, 1 assignment. You have to complete it by hook or crook. You can do it in the first thing in the morning, maybe between 2 classes, maybe after the class, maybe at night, whenever you are comfortable. You have to do this. So study anytime, anywhere. Maybe between the 2 classes, you are getting half an hour break. In that half an hour, maybe you are solving 5 PYQs or you are completing your assignments. at at this point of time you have to be very cool and calm, and this is your exam, this is your test that you have to pass, this is your real test. That when this gap between 2 classes come, maybe all of your friends they are going for any kind of enjoyments, but you know that I have to crack it, they don't have to, right? I have to be something, so I will enjoy some other time, I will enjoy in my way, but at this point of time I have to utilize this time. So this is your test for the discipline, right? So managing micro interval means whenever you are getting time, maybe 15 minutes, so in 15 minutes go for the 15 minutes lecture. That is also good. Micro interval means that just now I have told about that, that is you are getting a gap between 2 periods, that is your micro interval. And the most and the very important thing, very helpful thing is to track the progress. So when you see after the day, I have completed all of my goals or maybe 2 out of 3 goals, then that will give you a dopamine surge, which will help you to follow the routine daily, 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 and daily, and which will eventually help you to crack it. Okay. Okay. Now the thing is that how to go for enjoyments. See, you go for enjoyments, as many enjoyment session as you want, but all those should be scheduled. For example, if you have to go for a maybe a party, maybe a night out, maybe a dine out today night, then okay, schedule it that from 8 to 10 I will go to a party. But then you have to schedule your other works that okay, I have 3 lectures and 1 assignment, I have to do this today, or maybe I will break it for today and tomorrow. That is also perfectly fine if it suits your deadline. Then you have to break it like that. You schedule your enjoyments, I mean, and you schedule your commitments. Your enjoyments should not stop your commitments. Your commitments should not interfere with your enjoyments. That is the thing. But everything you should schedule. That is the only thing that I beg to you. That is, please don't go for any sudden enjoyments. Like for example, if you have planned that okay, tomorrow I will go for this lecture, and at 4 p.m. tomorrow at 4 p.m. you are seeing that you don't have the time, you have to complete the lecture today and you have to sit for it right now, and your friend calls that okay, let's go for this outing, many days we have not met. So that is perfectly fine. You tell your friend that okay, we can meet it, I mean, we can do it tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow because I have some other engagements. See, you need to understand that this is your time, this is your goal, this is your life, and you should be able to control this. If you are able to do this thing, then the other things will fall into places automatically. Okay, so this is what I was telling in the beginning of the video, that this is what I followed. Yes, this hurts and this will take time to say no, to say no to the enjoyments, to say no to the unwelcome enjoyments, to say no to the sudden enjoyments. You schedule it na. please do it. Please do it for your life, for your sake. Okay. Now, an example routine. So maybe tomorrow, so I will make these check boxes. I will make these check boxes, and maybe tomorrow I have to first go for a engineering maths lecture, or not first engineering maths lecture 1 hour. Then I have one assignment. Assignment. Okay, this will maybe take me uh 30 minutes. Then I have an enjoyment, that is a dine out. Dine out. So this is fixed. This is 8 to 10 p.m. Okay, and then maybe I have a PPT. I have to make a PPT. PPT making. Maybe this will take me again 1 hour. So maybe I have only these four things to complete. Okay. Now when you will wake up in the morning and you will see that okay, I have to complete these things. Then your brain gets a clear pathway that today I have to complete four things. That is what I have to do. So maybe just before going to the class, I have 2 hours. So I can do this. Also, I can do maybe this, or I can do this. Maybe after the class, you are returning at 6 p.m. and you have still 2 hours before you dine out. You just go for the assignments for 30 minutes. That is perfectly fine. And before going to bed again, don't forget to tick all these things. This is the tracking progress part, and this will give you a very good dopamine surge, a very healthy dopamine surge that will boost your confidence, that will help you to go forward. Okay. Finally, okay, so this is just let me change the color, or maybe okay, I think you can see this. Sorry about the bad contrast. The summary is that you need to find the intersection between the GATE and your M.Tech syllabus, and the free YouTube crash courses are your best friend to complete the remaining syllabus. And the test series and PYQs, they are your best friend for revision along with the mistake copy. Don't forget to revise it every night. And the thing is, don't go for a time based routine, go for a goal based routine. Schedule your goals, schedule your enjoyments. Don't forget the 40-day hack, and I have already talked about the mistake copy. So it is over. Consistency is the key, and I am sure that you can do it. If I have done it, you can also do it for sure. So if you have any questions, please write it in the comments, and I will meet you in the next video with anything that you want. Please write that in the comments. And if you think that this guy is trying to do something for you, and if you are being helped, then please subscribe this channel. That will give you a motivation. And if you also feel that something is not good with you, and if you feel that this guy needs to improve something, you should also comment that in the comment box. So until the next video, goodbye, take care, and thank you.